Question mark. Riddle me this, riddle me that. This is my question mark roach bin, and I've just put a fresh jelly cup in there for them. The adults in particular love those. There's an empty one. You can see they really cleaned it out. I've got some apple bits in here, some leaf litter that I crush up on the surface, and then this pellet food here I just kind of drop over. They work through it pretty quickly, but I usually feed them once per week. A bunch of nymphs, I just flipped this over, that are all sort of congregating there in the recesses of this egg carton. And these are the adults. Some of them, the question mark symbol is connected, and then in others it's all by itself like that. Looks like apostrophes on the back end there, kind of. These are really easy roaches to care for. I'm gonna look around here for a specimen to see if we can find one that is maybe carrying an egg case still. Lots of nymphs burrowed into the substrate. The egg cases themselves are just dropped right into it. And so I try to keep it a little bit on the moist side. This species can handle a lot of dryness, but if you keep the substrate moist on a regular basis, the egg cases will hatch much better. Let's see if I can find, there she is, right there. So this female, you can see an older egg case that's separated from her that I just happened to pick up from the substrate, and actually feels a little bit light, so it's actually already hatched. You can see I'm just breaking it up here and it's empty. They sometimes look like they're intact, but this one had already hatched. I could tell by the weight of it. And this female here, she has a paler egg case, a fresh one, that she will detach in a little while. They just carry them around like this while they harden outside of the body, and then they drop them into the substrate. And so that jelly cup will be gone here in a week when I open this cage back up to feed them. Check on them about once per week, give them a little bit of a spray. I keep the ventilation pretty minimal on these. No mold ever forms in here. I put in just enough food to sort of keep the colony going without there being a bunch of leftover food when I check on things again in a week. Here's one feeding on a bit of apple there. One of my favorite cockroach species for sure. Question mark roaches.